Dust Creek was the kind of place where wind carried secrets, farther than words ever could. The sun burned across the dry plains, turning every shadow into a ghost of the past. Caleb McGraw, the last remaining rancher on the edge of the valley, had long since given up on strangers. That was until the morning he found her. She stumbled out from behind the old water well, barefoot and shaking, her clothes torn and bloodied as if she had wrestled the desert itself. Caleb reined in his horse hard enough to kick up dust. He didn't move at first, just stared. "Ma'am, you hurt?" he finally called out. The woman looked up, terrified, clutching a small satchel tight against her chest. "Please, don't take it off," she whispered, her voice cracking. Caleb frowned. "Ain't nobody gonna take nothing off you, ma'am. You're safe here." But she didn't believe him. Her eyes darted toward the horizon as if expecting someone, or something, to follow. Caleb helped her into the cabin and wrapped her in a blanket. Her skin was cold despite the heat outside. When he offered her water, her hands trembled so violently the tin cup rattled against her teeth. She wasn't from around here, her accent, her look. Even the faint silver locket around her neck told of some place far away. "You got a name?" he asked. "Ellen," she murmured. "Please don't ask me where I came from." Caleb didn't, but he noticed the blood on her satchel, and when she fell asleep, exhausted, he almost checked what was inside. Almost. Something in the way she had said, "Don't take it off," made him stop. That night, a storm rolled in from the north, turning the sky bruised purple. Caleb sat by the fire, the woman's words circling his mind. Who was she running from? Why did she keep touching that locket, whispering like it was alive? Then came the knock, 3 slow, deliberate thuds on the door. Caleb froze. He reached for his rifle, cocked it, and opened the door just enough to see a man in a black coat, rain dripping from his hat brim. "Evening, friend," the stranger said, voice smooth as oil. "I'm looking for someone, a woman. Passed through these parts not too long ago." Caleb's jaw tightened. "Ain't seen no one." The man smiled thinly. "Funny, folks down in Ridge Hollow said they saw her heading this way." Caleb shifted his grip on the rifle. "You calling me a liar?" The man tipped his hat. "Not yet." He turned to leave, but paused. "If she's here, you best be careful. She's got something that don't belong to her, something mighty valuable." When the man rode off into the dark, Caleb locked the door, his gut twisting. Ellen was sitting up, her face pale in the flickering firelight. "He's coming for me," she whispered. "If he gets it, everyone dies." Caleb looked at the satchel again. The locket glimmered faintly in the firelight. "What's in there, Ellen?" he asked. She shook her head, tears streaking her dirt-smeared cheeks. "Please, don't take it off," she said again, almost pleading. Outside, thunder cracked, and for the first time in years, Caleb McGraw felt fear claw at his chest. By morning, the storm had passed, but the air was wrong. Too still, too quiet. Caleb saddled his horse and told Ellen to stay inside, but she grabbed his arm, eyes wide. "You can't go out there. He's not alone." He pried her hand away gently. "You trust me?" She hesitated, then nodded. "Then keep that locket close," she said. "No matter what happens." Caleb didn't understand what she meant until he saw the riders coming down from the ridge. 4 of them, led by the man in black. Dust spiraled up behind their horses like smoke. Caleb loaded his rifle and stood by the fence post, heart pounding. When they stopped a few yards away, the man in black smiled again. "Last chance, rancher." Hand over the girl. Caleb spat in the dirt. "Ain't happening." The man sighed. "Then you'll die for her." The gunfire was quick and merciless. Caleb dropped 2 men before they reached the gate, but a 3rd bullet grazed his shoulder. He fell back, clutching the wound, as Ellen screamed from the doorway. Then, light, a blinding, searing flash burst from her locket, knocking everyone to the ground. The sky seemed to split open, the air crackling like fire. When Caleb looked up, the men were gone. Nothing left but the smell of ozone and a circle of scorched grass. Ellen was on her knees, clutching the locket. "It's not just jewelry," she whispered. "It's what they built. Something that controls storms, lightning. Maybe worse. My father made it. They killed him for it." Caleb stared at the smoking earth. "And now they'll come again." She nodded, tears falling silently. "Unless I destroy it." But before she could move, the man in black reappeared, burned, broken, but alive. "You can't destroy it," he hissed. "It's part of you now." Caleb stepped in front of her, raising his rifle with his good arm. "You want it? You'll go through me." The man laughed. "Gladly." Before he could draw, Ellen tore the locket from her neck and hurled it into the storm well. A surge of lightning struck, splitting the ground between them. The man screamed as the light consumed him, vanishing into dust. Silence fell again. The rain began, gentle this time, washing the blood from the earth. Ellen collapsed against Caleb, shaking. "It's over," she whispered. Caleb looked toward the horizon. "Maybe for now." The next morning, when the sheriff came asking about the noise, all Caleb said was, "Just another storm." As Ellen rode away, he watched her disappear into the dawn, knowing she carried more than guilt, more than pain. She carried the burden of a secret that could change the world. And far off, in the broken light of morning, a faint glimmer rose from the old well, the locket, pulsing once more.